Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Red Queen Tarot. Today we're doing monthly readings for November. Let's see which sign is next. Taurus. Welcome, Taurus. All right, so if you follow the tropical zodiac, there is a full moon lunar eclipse happening in your sign on November 8th. And I am going to show here the sidereal astrology. So it'll be at 22 degrees Aries conjunct Uranus. It's still conjunct Uranus and Taurus if you follow that system, but Uranus is the planet of the unexpected. And at 22 degrees Aries, it's a master number, master builder, master destroyer. So this would be in your 12th house. If you're a Taurus rising, or Taurus falls in your first house, and that's the house of spirituality, also hidden enemies. So that could come to light. Maybe somebody you thought was your friend is no longer categorized as such. So also we have a new moon in Scorpio happening November 23rd, and that would be in your 7th house of partnerships, friendships, relationships. So 7th house being Libra and the scales. It's the equal and opposite force in your life. So whoever your partner is, or business partner, that could be starting a new relationship for you. All right, I'm just gonna grab these cards here. Let's see what Taurus needs to know for the month of November. Okay, underneath your deck, Sage of Crystals. Beautiful. So this is the Queen of Coins. And this is your energy, Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Excellent. This Earth Mother figure here, full of abundance. It's a mature asset. It's very secure, stable. You're going to be embodying this energy for the month of November, just feeling very regal and fulfilled, physically comfortable, having all your needs met. Okay, next to that, we have the Nine of Crystals. Definitely, this is definitely wealth and abundance coming towards you. Independence, that you can enjoy this wealth and security. Next to that, we have the Shadow, number 15, the Devil. Okay, so maybe it might be pointing at the unsavory source of the money. Could also be a caution against becoming a slave to the money, or addicted to it, or seeing it as a source of your happiness. Next to that, the Five of Flames. Okay, I feel like some of you, not all of you, might be receiving an inheritance. So that could cause some contention between you and other people in your family. And finally, we have the Nine of Orbs, Nine of Swords. Okay, so definitely I feel like that message about not allowing wealth to control your life, that there's more to be grateful for than just our physical property. There's a lot of good that can come out of wealth, but it's your mental approach to it with the Nine of Swords. If you're afraid of money, then money will be afraid of you. That's just how it works. I mean, a lot of people are raised under these false pretenses that there's some sort of nobility in being poor, or that, money is the root of all evil. It's not. It's the love of money, which is the shadow card there in the Devil, that says it's either addicting or controlling. Okay, and that can cause a lot of stress in the Nine of Swords, some sleepless nights, some anxiety. If you're worried about losing your money, then your money will run away from you. So it's all about how you approach this abundance. Okay, I don't even know why I started picking up this deck and shuffling it, because it is an oracle deck. Normally I would use 2 tarot decks for this, but see if there's something under here that we need to explore. Dolphin, don't worry, be happy. Okay, well, that clearly came up to kind of address this Nine of Swords. Some kind of, this is worry here. And this is telling you, stop worrying. There's plenty, again, to be grateful for. There's a lot of gratitude to be had. There's security and comfort here. There's no reason to lose sleep over anything. Okay, and next to that we have sensuality. Express your sensuality. This is a very Taurian card, very Venusian. This feminine love of beauty and good food, good wine, good company, everything. The indulgence. So there's a lot to be enjoyed here in the month of November. And then we have Battle of the Blues. Take steps towards positive change. Again, possibly breaking out of any kind of fear-based thinking in the shadow card there. This could be you doing shadow work and having to conquer those inner demons, address them, release them. Could be a powerful time. I mentioned this full moon lunar eclipse happening in your 12th house on the 8th. That could be what you're working on releasing, this sadness or anxiety over things in your past that have held you back or made you feel isolated. Next to that we have moving forward, get ready for positive change. Well, that's awesome. So you have two cards next to each other and they're both blue or indigo. So take step towards positive change, get ready for positive change. So again, where your mindset is where you will see things manifest in your life. You are able to manifest this supreme peace and comfort and happiness, but it requires you to do this shadow work to address any kind of blockages, possibly genetic or family karma that has not been addressed or released by previous generations, and now you're feeling weighed down or held back by this, and it's up to you to kind of burn away those limitations. I with the spider web here in the shadow card, it's like burning your way out of this web as if it was holding you, keeping you cocooned or suppressed in some way, a dimming of the light. But if you're able to ignite that, I mean, the struggle card, the Five of Flames, it's like fight for your right almost to be happy. Just because your family members couldn't find it before you doesn't mean that you are subject to the same fate. There's a choice here. Again, to focus your intention on gratitude, what you do have and how far you've come and how much you've fought to get where you are. I don't feel like this wealth or security or even comfort in your own skin came easy. There was a lot of work to be had. So, but there is this, I like that, the don't worry and the sensuality, they all came out with this side of the reading, this Nine of Crystals and Queen of Coins. So, and over here, there's more like a negative connotation in the Battle of the Blues, but this is saying it's getting better. The struggle would become less and less difficult. All right, so let's take a look at your Queen of the Moon Oracle. Since we have such powerful moons this month, we did just have that solar eclipse at the end of October too. That was a new moon. So eclipse energy can take up to 6 months to manifest as well. Okay. Patience, green corn moon. So this is a full moon card, number 36. So yeah, the Nine of Crystals doesn't get here overnight. It does take time to grow and develop. There's a lot of effort, constant dedication, constant gardening that needs to occur. With the corn field here, made me think of that. Having to tend your fields regularly, working with the cycles of planting and harvesting at the appropriate times. So let's see what the Patience card has for us. Enjoy the journey, not just the destination. The time has come to learn patience and avoid the lure of instant gratification. Slow down. Take your time. Things are happening. You just can't see it yet. Be loving and patient with your body. I take my time to enjoy the journey. Patience is a kind of faith in foreseeing. We might see the seed, but we foresee the flower. We might see the books on the table, but we foresee the degree at the end if we read them. If we think physically, we might feel the pain of a hard workout, but foresee and have faith in the muscle and fitness levels we will build. Patience is a way of experiencing the process of fruition. For some of us, we choose what is quick and easy. We may choose activities we know we will be good at. These require no big process, no great challenge over time, and so no great achievement even if we are good at them. Most difficult is a kind of patience and mastery where the skills or learning take time to accrue. And this is where the beauty of patience is born. When we truly realize the power of patience, we understand the power of gaining something incredibly deep and embedded rather than the quick hit of instant gratification. That can be the devil card too. That's a pitfall. That's a speaks of instant gratification and being kind of a slave to that response system or that conditioning that's been in your brain for a long time. I mentioned like generational curses, but generational patterns. Like these are the way that things have always been done before, and you're kind of breaking out of that. And I feel like by having this discipline, this self discipline, is what is going to lead you out of this fear based mindset of either lack of control or something. Uh, so anxiety is always thinking in the future. Depression is thinking in the past. So I get that anxiety with the Nine of Swords and the depression with this card. So this is telling you to stay patient, stay present, because that's what holding that energy, holding the space for that energy to come through. It just takes time, and it takes a dedicated channel of your energy and focus. There is no quick get rich quick scheme here. Okay, so when we truly realize the power of patience, we understand the power of gaining something incredibly deep and embedded rather than the quick hit of instant gratification. There is a great power in going slow. There is also the lifelong benefit of the power of trusting that you can hold a focus for a long time for something big. For some of us, learning a physical skill enables us to fall in love with our bodies again, seeing it change and try over and over. We recognize its magnificence in all its weirdness, wonkiness, strength, weakness, and inherent wisdom. We get to feel the process and the miracle, and if our body doesn't quite get it and we run out of patience, well, nasty self-talk is the last thing I would throw at it. After all, my body is not my enemy. Instead, I throw compassion and trust at it, the compassion that it is doing its best right now, and the trust that it will get me to where I want to go, even if that is eventually. I've learned to be patient. The green corn moon encourages us to watch for growth and enjoy patiently the journey of growth. While we may not yet be at fruition, we are on the way. The companion stone or metal is jade. All right, awesome. Let us find out what your animal totem card is. Or animal medicine card, excuse me. For Taurus, November. All right. The spider. Oh my goodness. For real. Alrighty, there's definitely a message here about spiders. Okay. Spiders also this patience card. They weave their web, right? It takes them hours, sometimes days, to make these elaborate webs just to capture their food, but they do it flawlessly with precision. Okay. All right, weaving is the title of this card. Spider wove the web that brought humans the first picture of the alphabet. The letters were part of the angles of her web. Deer asked Spider what she was weaving and why all the lines looked like symbols. Spider replied, "Why, dear, it is time for Earth's children to learn to make records of their progress in their Earth walk." Deer answered Spider, "But they already have pictures that show through symbols the stories of their experiences." "Yes," Spider said, "but Earth's children are growing more complex and their future generations will need to know more. The ones to come won't remember how to read the petroglyphs." So it was the spider wove the first primordial alphabet as she has woven the dream of the world that had become manifest. Spider's dream of the physical world had come to fruition millions of years before. Spider's body is made of the number 8, consisting of 2 lobe-like parts connecting at the waist and 8 legs. Spider is the symbol for the infinite possibilities of creation. Her 8 legs represent the 4 winds of change and the 4 directions on the medicine wheel. Spider weaves the web of fate for those who get caught in her web and become her dinner. This is similar to humans who get caught in the web of illusion in the physical world and never see beyond the horizon into the other dimensions. The web of fate also represents a wheel of life, which does not include any alternatives or solutions. It is typically human to get caught in the polarity of good or bad fortune without realizing that we can change it at any time. If we are not decisive enough about changing our lots in life, we may end up being consumed by our fears and limitations. Spider is the female energy of the creative force that weaves the beautiful designs of life. Her web was hundreds of intricate patterns which catch the morning dew. If Spider has dropped from her web into your cards today, she may be telling you to create, create, create. Look for new alternatives to your present impasse. She can also be warning you that you are coming too close to an entangling situation. Spider could be asking you to use a journal to write out and review your progress. If you do this, you will not forget how you are creating a new or different phase in your life. Spider brings a message of a different kind when she sees you becoming a bit too involved in the weaving of your life plans to notice opportunity at the outskirts of your web. If this is the case, Spider gets your attention so that you notice that something you have woven has borne fruit. Congratulations, Spider caught you just in time before you missed the opportunity on the edge of your web or reality. The most important message from Spider is that you are an infinite being who will continue to weave the patterns of life and living through time. Do not fail to see the expansiveness of the eternal plan. Okay, so I get the message there too about, recording that it mentioned, journaling about your experience. That'll kind of help you see your progress so you don't give in to the temptation of instant gratification or seeking that out. Like, say you're trying to follow a regimented diet plan. If you write down what you eat every day, how much you exercise, it'll kind of keep you on track, seeing the visual results of your efforts on paper. So, just as an example, or just to catalog your journey, like it said, through navigating these difficult thoughts or fears or temptations. But I think it's important as a record of showing your effort to yourself. And then when you do achieve a success, people will ask you, well, how did you do this? How did you build this? You have a historical log with you. So these are our making magic cards, little sigil cards. And underneath it, we have Earth, your element. Ask the element of Earth for grounding, stability, strength in times of chaos. So you have that here. I feel like, again, we started with the Queen of Coins. She's the most secure of the queens in the deck. And the Nine of Coins to cement that fact. Okay, so here we also have Insight. Opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. Not just intuition, but actual insight, I think, into your situation or your current kind of that introspection as to how you got where you are and what you want to change in order to change your trajectory. So that kind of goes with that reflective writing that I was talking about as well. Triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Okay. So the maiden, mother, and crone energy, the beginning, middle, and end phases of life. So loving yourself unconditionally, accepting you for where you are right now. Again, giving yourself credit where credit's due and the strength that you have already portrayed in your life to get through difficult situations. So you need to leverage on that as far as your ability to push through any future obstacles. And finally, we have air. Work with the element of air to cut through the core of a situation and see the truth. Yeah, I mentioned like the spider web kind of encasing you in a cocoon, but being able to burn away that cocoon or that veil, something that's been blinding you or you haven't seen the truth about before. And yeah, sometimes the truth hurts here with the Nine of Swords. This is the air element as well. So again, I mentioned the full moon could illuminate some truths to you, and that might hurt at first. It might cause some anxiety or depression, but this is telling you, don't worry, be happy. It's like this had to happen. You had to see the truth this way in order for you to avoid repeating the same mistakes of the past or the mistakes of your ancestors. Okay, I'm going to get your archetype card here. wonder. Okay. Kairos. Okay, Gemini also got this card. It's about cosmic time and divine timing to everything. So this is number 76. And I feel that with the triple moon too, those are the phases and cycles and rhythms of the moon. You know, everything has an ebb and a flow. There's a time to plant and a time to, you know, sow and reap. Let's see what Kairos says from the book. All right, mythic time, synchronicity. We have all had the experience of timelessness, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. This is known as mythic time, and it is the territory of Kairos. This card suggests that there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clocks and schedules. Within this nonlinear realm, we access divine timing. A single moment ripens with auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of our whole life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or act. When this card appears, it is all about patience and precision. Whoa, okay, so we had this patience card come up. All right, you can't rush it. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing and not a moment longer. Alignment, ease of decisions, and action. Compare the Greek works Compare the Greek words chronos and kairos. This will guide you to an understanding of logos and mythos. The word evil comes from the root unripe. Consider that everything has a time of ripeness when it becomes a nourishing fruit sweet to the lips. Okay, so possibly things aren't ready to, again, be enjoyed yet. Delayed gratification. The Nine of Coins and the Queen of Coins is a stage of ripeness. It's telling you that it will come. Don't worry, be happy, you know, get ready for positive change. Things are coming forward to you. So it's in the works, it's in development. What else do you need? Oh, yeah, your animal medicine card. Okay, I think that'll wrap it up for us, Taurus. Oh, that flipped over. Okay. Lizard, number 36. Didn't we get... Oh, my goodness. There's two 36s. Are you 36 years old? 3 plus 6 is 9. Numerology 9. Life path, perhaps. 9s are all about completion, spirituality. All right, the lizard. Okay, I'm going to read about this. All right, lizard sat lolling in the shadow of a big rock, shading himself from the desert sun. Snake crawled by, looking for some shadow to coil up in and rest. Snake watched Lizard for a while as Lizard's eyeballs went side to side behind his enormous closed lids. Snake hissed to get Lizard's attention. Slowly, Lizard's streaming eyes opened and he saw Snake. Snake, you scared me. What do you want? Lizard cried. Snake spit his answer from his forked tongue. Lizard, you are always getting the best shadow spots in the heat of the day. This is the only big rock for miles. Why don't you share your shade with me? Lizard thought for a moment, then agreed. Snake, you can share my shade spot, but you have to go to the other side of the rock, and you must promise not to interrupt me. Snake was getting annoyed. He hissed, How could I bother you, Lizard? All you're doing is sleeping. Lizard smiled knowingly. Oh, Snake, you are such a silly serpent. I'm not sleeping, I'm dreaming. Snake wanted to know what the difference was, so Lizard explained, Dreaming is going into the future, Snake. I go to where future lives. You see, that is where I know you won't eat me today. I dreamed you, and I know you're full of mouse. Snake was taken aback. Why, Lizard, you're exactly right. I wondered why you said you would share your rock. Lizard laughed at himself. Snake, he said, you are looking for shade, and I am looking for shadow. Shadow is where your dreams live. And this devil card in this deck particularly is called the Shadow. So, spending time in meditation in the dream world, with the spider, talking about writing. You could be recording your dreams. Back to this description here. Lizard medicine is the shadow side of reality, where your dreams are reviewed before you decide to manifest them physically. Lizard could have created getting eaten by snake if he had so desired. Lizard is the medicine of dreamers. Whether dreamers smoke you or dream you, dreamers can always help you see the shadow. This shadow can be your fears, your hopes, or the very thing you are resisting, but it is always following you around like an obedient dog. Some of you are afraid of wealth. I mentioned that relationship to money earlier, and it's like, uh, because, like I said, because misconceived notions, what you were raised with, whatever belief structure about it. If Lizard dreamed a space into your cards today, it may be a time to look and see what is following along behind you. Is it your fears, your future trying to catch up with you, or is it the part of you that wants you to ignore your weakness and humanness? Lizard may be telling you to pay attention to your dreams and their symbols. Make a dream log and record all that you remember. Be sure to pay attention to each individual symbol or recurring pattern. If you do not remember your dreams, you could try setting a music alarm for 2 or 3 a.m. Or you could try drinking a lot of water before bedtime and allow your bladder to wake you up. Dreams are very important. Pay attention to them. Okay. Powerful message for you there, Taurus. This is going to be an incredible month for you. Is there anything else? I'll get a goddess guidance card and that'll be it. Okay. One goddess card for Taurus, because we started this reading with this Queen of Coins and this Nine of Coins, very feminine earth energy. See what shows up. Bast, independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So yeah, financial freedom, I feel like a lot of you, it's being set up, but if it's not coming immediately, again, this is eclipse season. We could be talking 6 months down the road. And I know nobody likes to hear that, but again, we have to have this delayed gratification. But this independence, that is the Nine of Coins in some. All right. Fantastic. I wish you the best of luck this month, Taurus, in all your pursuits. And take care. If you enjoyed this reading, let me know in the comments below. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.